Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Steph and this is Ordinary Plant Girl. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on this video, and if you are returning, thank you so much for spending more of your time with me. Today I am going to be working with a couple of plants that I have on stakes. So two of them need to be repotted, at least I think they need to be repotted. Last fall, I tried to repot my Philodendron Florida Ghost, which is right here, and it turned out that she was not ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is I've waited a few more months. I'm going to pull her out of the pot and see if she is ready to be potted up, and if that's the case, she will be going into this pot right here. Over here, I have my Epipremnum Pinnatum. This one has been in the same pot for close to 2 years now, I think. And I'm thinking that this one is ready to go, both of them actually, because the last leaves that they gave me have actually been smaller than the previous leaves. Same with this one here, which is not quite hardened off yet. And normally I would wait for the leaf to harden off, but the thing with the Florida Ghost is that every time I want to repot her, she starts putting out a new leaf. So I kind of have to do this when I have a moment, because otherwise I will be repotting in the fall, and that is not what I want to do with this pot. That is not what I want to do with this plant. I want this plant to have enough time to transition and push out new roots in the new pot. So that's what I'm going to do today. And just like the last time though, if either of these are not ready to be potted up, then I won't be potting them up. And I'll have to wait a little bit longer. I do think that the Epipremnum is ready to go though. So it's attached to the stake that it's on, so this will be interesting. The Florida Ghost is actually trying to attach itself, but it is trying, it just hasn't succeeded. One of the other reasons that I do want to put it in another pot is because I'm finding, and I'm not sure if it's just me, I know that the Florida Ghost is a heavy feeder. And I don't think I'm feeding it as heavily as I should, but it does get quite a significant amount of light, but it's not giving me white leaves. So at best, I'm getting some light green. They're not even really like minty. It's like light green leaves that I'm getting off of them. So I have already made up a batch of soil. I've put Osmocote in that soil because one of the things that I do is, as my plants get larger, I do start using slow release fertilizer instead of a water soluble fertilizer. It's just easier that way, especially when they're bigger. Then I don't feel like I'm over fertilizing them. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna start with the Florida Ghost, and I'm going to check and see if she is ready to go. So let's get into it. Okay, so unfortunately, while I was setting all of this stuff up, I knocked over my Florida Ghost, and hopefully she's okay. You know what, that's fine. We've got that there. We've got our pot. I'm gonna tag. Okay. Let's see if I can get her. I'm obviously gonna have to tie her off again. She's extremely sticky with extra floral nectaries. So this leaf here is the last one, or is actually the only one that came out completely white, and it is still transitioning to green. And then if you look up the plant, everything else is mostly green. Don't mind the trash in the background. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. All right. Hopefully she's ready to go this time. Oh my goodness. And you know what? This time if she's not ready, she's going in the big pot anyway. So as you can see, it's still not root bound by any means. The roots all look really good though, but there's just not the, I mean, it's been in this terracotta pot for a really long time and I don't want to put it back in there. So I am literally just going to put it in this bigger pot. I don't even know what size it is. I think it's a 14-inch. But you know what? That's fine. We're gonna take all the good stuff that it's been growing in and we're just gonna put it in this big pot. It's not enough. So as I was saying, I did mix up a new batch of soil. It actually has pumice, leca, and I did put Osmocote in here for the Florida Ghost. And I think that, what is it? It's the end of July. So July, August, September, October. It should be okay for fertilization. Heading into the fall, we should be okay. And I'm just going to take what we have here, plop it down in the pot. You can't see that. Give me 1 second. And I know that you're probably sitting there saying that, oh geez, that the pot is too big. And you know what? That's okay. At least for the Florida Ghost. It's okay. I have no problems with that whatsoever. Let's see. I can back you up a little bit. Okay. So I'm probably gonna have to mix up more soil, which is also okay. As I make a mess, which is why I put this blanket down, because I knew I was going to make a mess with this one. I knew it. I don't think that's not wide enough. Okay. Okay, this one doesn't want to sit flush against the post because of this leaf right here and where it sits, but you know what, that'll have to do. As long as it has the support, it's perfectly fine. to make sure. They are all good here. All right. I'm really paranoid about the back of this actually. Not being tight enough, or not tight enough, being in enough to hold this up. But okay, so that is the Philodendron Florida Ghost. This one is, I can't see. This one is definitely interesting because it has, the roots are just completely attached to this stake. But taking this one out is going to be interesting because I have not taken it out of this pot for a long time. And this little basket I have it in doesn't seem to want the plant to come out of it, which is not, there we go. Not good. Not good. Oh no. There we go. Okay. So this pot here that it's in is an 8-inch pot, and this one is also an 8-inch, but it's deeper. So that's why I'm going to put it in this one. Oh no. This one, the stake on this one terrifies me all the time. It hasn't done me wrong yet, so. Okay, so I've got that. So I've got this pot. Let's see what we've got here. See, this one too, like it's loose. I do have a little bit of roots coming out the bottom. Nothing too dramatic. It's funny, I always seem to have this problem where, and I mean, I guess it's not really a problem, but my plants don't really get root bound. Ooh. Okay, so this one, the roots are pretty dark. I don't know how well you can see those, but let's move this thing. The roots are pretty dark, but they look and feel healthy. Okay, so there is a little bit of root boundness, I guess, at the very bottom. The roots did definitely wind themselves around the bottom of the pot, that's for sure. So I'm actually glad to see that. And these are all firm, even though they don't look the best. But that's okay. Let's take these rocks out of here. I had those rocks in here to make sure that this one stayed. Tried to stay anyway upright, but I actually had to attach it to the wall with a command hook just to keep the stake straight. And I'm hoping I can put it right back where it was, because it does love that spot. And there is slow release fertilizer in here as well. And hopefully that makes this one very, very happy. This has been such an easygoing plant for me. I have not had any issues with this plant whatsoever. It adapted to everything really, really well. Okay. Let's set that down in there. And I am using some of the existing soil. You guys know that I do this because if a plant is doing very well in the soil that I have it in, then I want that, that microbial bacteria not to be completely stripped from the plant's environment. So and it does save some of the soil as well, me having to make more or buy more. And since it's got fertilizer in there, it should be absolutely fine. Now, with that being said, I do know that sometimes plants, especially mine, will have a little bit of a meltdown if their environment's changed. But these two plants specifically, I don't think there's going to be any issues whatsoever with their new pots. Oh crap. Okay, so I will actually take this rock here, stick that one back in there, put that one there. That should be okay. And there we go. I don't have to do anything else to this one. This one is attached on its own, so I don't have to do anything. And it is perfect. Okay, let's see if I can get you guys now. There you go. All right, so I have made a complete huge mess. But now I'm going to take these into the shower and shower them off, give them a nice water, and then clean up my giant mess and come back for the outro. Guys, that is it for me. Thank you all for being here. I hope you are all safe and well. Please like and consider subscribing to my channel. Leave any comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.